Max, welcome to Uncensored.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
I can't think of anyone better qualified to appear on a show called Uncensored than you.
Well, I try my best to be as uncensored as possible on your show.
You're a fascinating guy to talk to right now because your parents left Iran in 1979 after the revolution. Then they went back when you were about 8 years old, and you lived in Iran until I think you were 17. So you've got a kind of unique perspective on this, I guess. You know, I was told a very interesting thing yesterday in my local cafe in West London. And I'll just run it by you as well, because I'm interested in what you think about this.
Please.
Because a lot of people have been asking, why have Iranians not been taken to the streets to rise up against the regime? And of course, one reason is it's a war zone. There are bombs everywhere. Secondly, obviously, many thousands were killed in the protests in January. But there's a third reason, which was put to me by a Kosovan who was in Kosovo when NATO attacked Milosevic, and who had some Iranians who came in the cafe who were talking about this, who said they are against the regime in Iran. But since Iran got attacked, they have now moved behind their country. And he said he recognized that sentiment because it was exactly the same happened in Kosovo, that many Kosovans who were very anti-Milosevic, when Kosovo was attacked, reined in behind their country. What do you feel about that as being perhaps an added component here?
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to know what's the name of this cafe. Is this the Islamic
It's a great cafe.
Khamenei Cafe of the Republic? Look, I think personally, if I give you my own sort of feel on this topic, would be that someone who says that is not speaking from the voices that are coming out of Iran. I have a strong, big fan base in Iran, and I listen to the people. I get thousands of messages. I talk to people, and it's not that all of a sudden Iranians forgot about 47 years of repression. They forgot about a mass murder that just happened less than a month ago. And all of a sudden, they came behind their country. And they're now supporting the Islamic Republic of Iran, the regime that brutally has affected these people's lives. I just find that hard to believe. I think there is a sort of a sentiment that nobody likes war. Me sitting here having this conversation with you, it's so painful to see these images coming out of Iran. We don't like that. And we're hoping for this not to be a war on Iran, to be a war on the Islamic Republic of Iran. So I'm hoping for the best. I know the people of Iran hoping for the best. And hopefully we see it soon.
How hard is it to be a comedian when your country is in this predicament right now?
It's definitely not easy. I'm doing my best as an individual to find a positive situation where I can help my people. I can be a voice and amplify the messages they want to be heard from my platform. I like to be able to inform the non-Iranians that are coming out to these events, and they're really finding me a person who's authentic, who's honestly and unapologetically himself. So I think it's positive in that sense, but yet it's difficult as a comedian. But who cares? I think so many people's lives are in such terrible situation. They've lost their loved ones. Honestly, the last thing I think about is my own difficulties in this whole equation.
You know, a lot of Israelis have said to me that they really resent the fact that they get judged because of the actions of their government, for example. I think a lot of people probably blur the lines between hearing the word Iranian and the Islamic Republic regime. I mean, of course, they're all Iranians, but there can be a world of difference between an Iranian and a member of this regime. For those who are not familiar with Iran and its history and its culture, it's such a rich country in so many ways, isn't it? That's been kind of strangled for
Absolutely.
47 years. But just give me a little bit of insight into what you believe the real Iran is, that people like you are fighting to bring back.
Absolutely. I think social media has done a tremendous job in educating the world of what the real Iran is. People who are curious and do a little bit of research, not even so much, they'll see what the young Iranians look like, what their lifestyle is like, what their thinking is like. The country is one of the most educated countries in the world. There's wonderful, brilliant kids at universities that are getting their PhDs, masters, etc. They're coming to Europe, they're going to US, and they're making such difference in the whole world. So I think it's obvious that a country like Iran has a image on the media and a complete different soul and lifestyle behind this image. They're tired. They want to shine. They want to show who they are. And I hope soon the world can truly experience the pleasant side, the fun side, the hospitable side, and really fall in love with a country that truly loves everybody. And I hope soon the world can recognize that.
Now, Max, I can't let you go without mentioning your stand-up, and in particular, a particular target of your stand-up routine, which is, frankly, it's hit a bit near the bone for us over here in England. Let me play a little clip.
Now, people from England, they think they're better than everyone else in the world. This is the truth. The British, they think they're so much, like they just... Everything is different in England. Everything. They drive on a different side. They're everything. Their buses double deck. The streets, the sinks are like from 1920s, and the buildings are old. And like, oh, Shakespeare, we took a shit here. And it's like, what are you talking about? They are so full of themselves.
Would you like to take this opportunity to apologise to the people of my country, Max Amini?
So this whole thing was a setup, Piers.
It was all about this moment, nothing else.
Look, the whole world is jealous of your cool accent. Guys got
do you know
that
what the
posh...
best line I heard about it was an NBC executive once said, you know, Piers, the thing about the English accent is that it conveys to many American ears a perception of a higher intelligence which often bears no relation to reality. And I thought that was probably the best explanation I've heard. But the reality, Max, is I'm afraid whether you like it or not, in most ways, we just are superior. I'm sorry, but we are.
You know, I cannot disagree. You have ruled the world for centuries, and we are in your command.
Look, I know you come to the UK a lot. I look forward to getting you over here again, and please come on the show when you're here. I'd love to see you in the studio.
Absolutely.
It's been great having you. Wish you all the very best. Obviously, it's, for any Iranian,
thank you.
It's a very
I'm actually
difficult
playing
time.
the O2 in a couple of weeks.
Oh,
so
great.
If you're in town, would love to have you, Piers.
That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. I've got a slight hip
And as
issue
you
at
would
the
say, cheers.
moment. Max, thank you very much.
Take care.